Hey, what's going on? Dude, you can't compete with these bots. And to be fair, I'm not doing anything specific. I'm just kind of running around, messing around. That's what happens when someone who's actually in gear attacks you. They kill you right away. But there's no real penalty. Like, you're not losing a ton of abyss points, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, I'm going for the gloves. So I figured I'd just kind of grind a little bit. Like the amount of abyss points you lose is like one mob. Which is why there's so many bots. They can literally just come out here and kill like 5 mobs and get blown up and never fight back and still gain AP. I mean, I might as well just put my PvE gear on anyways, because I'm just going to get blown up. Just farm. Well, that's a cool loot. Don't come after me. I don't know if is that bot coming after me. It's pretty pathetic when a bot can just literally roll me over. These guys are probably about to blow me up. I know that eventually you get to the point where you could just, instead of doing this, just farm bots for AP. And you just hit your max AP so quickly. But this character is not powerful enough for that. So we're just going to get to 43 and then go buy our gloves. Shouldn't take that long. Do you like that? I lost 63 points. I mean, I gained that back so fast. The only thing is, it's just an inconvenience. That's all it is. The only thing is, it's just an inconvenience. That's all it is. Considering we're just kind of grind to until we get to 43k, I can just come down here. It's probably pretty quiet over here. And yeah, I'm just kind of auto-attacking because it's... I could kill him a little bit faster if I was using skills, but it's kind of easy just to walk around and hit like one button. So just low stress farming, like a bot would. Oh, I'll show you how to get an English UI here in a second. I'm actually about to go to town right now, so I'll show you. I'm sure I think you go into like settings miscellaneous, and then you can put it in English. I'm not in combat. Come on, bro. Yeah, someone just showed me that the other day. I think you go to like settings, miscellaneous, and then actually this didn't save. This was in English. Whoa. So anyways, this is how you get in English. Oh, hopefully that answers your question. Settings, miscellaneous, language. I think that's Shugo. Let's go do the Shugo real quick. Shugo's pretty easy. They cheese it on the Taiwan server, so it's really easy to do. You just kind of get second place and call it good. There's not, I don't think so. It's only Korean and Taiwan. So if you want to play before it goes global, you're going to have to get the like some kind of VPN service. Yeah. So you download Purple, and then through the Purple interface, you'll download Ion and install it. If I were you, I'd settle in on a VPN you like. I'm not affiliated with anyone. Like, I don't get paid to do any of this shit. I'm just like a regular person playing a video game. But I use Exit Lag, and Exit Lag works just fine. I do play with some other EU people every now and then, and I don't know what they're using. There's probably a couple people in chat at this point. I don't know. Maybe they can answer you.
Listen up, Nyerk. When the game starts, red trap tiles will be mixed in, Nyerk. Find the blue tiles without getting tricked, Nyerk. Hurry and find them, Nyerk. Good one, Nyerk. Correct answers earn points, mistakes cost points. Moving on to the next round, Nyerk. From now on, balloons will appear when you find the correct answer. You get extra points for collecting balloons, Nyerk. You have 8 seconds to get the balloons and return to the correct tile.
Oh yeah, this game is going to be wildly popular for sure.
Memorize the positions of the
And there's like a lot
tiles
to
and
do.
balloons
Like right now,
together,
if you were to
Nyerk.
play Taiwan, like the place I'm at, is I actually have pretty decent gear. The problem is everyone else has been playing for like 6 months, so I stand like no chance.
The tiles, Nyerk.
But when the game comes out, there's going to be a lot of
Here's the answer,
content to
Nyerk.
enjoy with just like casual play, for sure.
Round 4.
Like right now, if you're going to play Taiwan or Korean, you need to be kind of hardcore to get in the mix here.
Look out for the balloons and the tiles, Nyerk. Here's the answer, Nyerk.
But they have some catch-up mechanisms,
Round 5.
so it's not too hard to like at least get in the mix and like play the game and enjoy it. It's not too crazy.
Balloons and the tiles, Nyerk. Here's the answer, Nyerk. Round 6. Look out for the balloons and the tiles, Nyerk. Here's the answer, Nyerk. Round 7. Look out for the balloons and the tiles, Nyerk. Here's the answer, Nyerk. Final round.
I think
Keep going.
the health of Ion 2 is really going to show its face around the 6 to 8 month mark.
Look out for the
If
balloons
it
and the
does
tiles,
well
Nyerk.
around 6 to 8 months,
Since it's the last round,
we're going to see like the mainstream community that decides to stick with this game, because that's about when it starts to really slow down and get difficult.
You, Deva, did a fine
And
job.
that's
Very
where
quick on your feet.
people start
Of course,
RMTing or
we
paying to
should
win and all that
superior
kind of stuff.
comparison.
Is right around that
But
mark.
you're better than
Mainly
the
because you
police.
get into these glass ceilings,
See you next
their
time, Nyerk.
progression becomes difficult, and the people that can progress, they out progress like everyone on it, you know. That's good. Yeah, they just like out progress everyone, so it gets really difficult to compete with those without either playing hardcore, having a bunch of secrets in the game that no one else knows, having good pre-mades. you know, all those things you're competing with like just good players in general. And then if you combine good players with people who also have money, if you have that, if that's the same person, right around 6 to 8 months, people are going to decide they don't want to play an MMO with those types. But I don't know how that's going to play out in I don't know. No one knows, obviously, because even between, and I haven't played on the Korean servers. I just have buddies who have looked at them. And between Korean and the Taiwan servers, they do play a lot different. Like the community does not play the game the same. For example, this little Shugo event that I just did, I don't know if you noticed, but you kind of cheese it. One person gets all the points and everyone else gets second place. We're all tied for second place. And if it's like that, basically it just makes it easy, and it makes it to where many people can get a good bulk of the rewards like I just got. However, in Korea, they don't do that. It's just like full on free for all. So it's a more difficult game because of the community play. And I'm sure there's other aspects of it like that, but I just don't know what they are. Just kind of going off of what my friends have told me. I mean, the pay to win in this is a little different because it's through the game. And Ion 1 RMT was illegal. And if you were blatant about it, they would ban your ass. You'd be gone. So there wasn't really any, like they had stuff you could purchase in the game, but it wasn't significant enough to like do any real progression with in-game play. There were some mechanisms where you could kind of do some things, but it wasn't good enough to like actually become a good character. This is different. There's a lot of RNG built into the game with respect to stats and skill boost that you need to be like the top tier, best in the slot. And that's where people who can't play hardcore or access the dungeons or, you know, whatever, all those different things, that's when they start paying to win. But there's a lot of people, I don't know, actually lot's probably not a good word for it because I actually don't know the sample size between the people who I talk to, because I guess I talk to like more or less the streaming community and people who are around that community. So for example, I like go into different Discords and maybe these people don't stream, but they play with people who do stream. Anyways, those are different. That's a kind of different type of person that plays the game than someone who's going to RMT, pay to win, a whole bunch of gear. So I don't really know the vibe. I'm way too low level. Like there's characters, I've heard about this. There's characters in this game people have paid for and they get them up to like 300K, but they have best in slot. They have like all the best gear, but there's still aspects of the game that you have to play the game. You cannot just buy a 600K character. I mean, not easily. Like if someone had a 600K character, I guess you could buy the account, but they're pretty aggressive on watching IPs and all that kind of stuff transfer. So the pay to win stuff, I don't think people are going to actually be willing to spend that kind of cash. And the ones that do, they can actually be outplayed by the people who just know the game. And that's pretty much what, at least the community I play with, that's kind of the general consensus. Like a lot of the stuff we see online with the YouTubers, the people who are more or less going to get the clicks on YouTube or whatever, like Instagram, that's a different community. That's like such a small sample of the actual people that are playing the game. You know, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure like there's definitely people who are streamers that try to be honest and report, you know, what they see in the game. But it's from their perspective, which is that's not, you can't, just one person's perspective is not going to account for the thousands of people that are already playing this game. And I've heard both sides. So I don't think it's that bad. I haven't really experienced like the craziness quite yet because again, this character is really low level. So the other side of it is, even though there's people paying to play, and I played Ion 1 where I was competitive in PvP. Like I had multiple viable characters. This character is like not even close to viable whatsoever. Like I can't even kill a bot, but I'm still having fun in the game. I haven't paid to win anything, unless you want to call a subscription pay to win. I think that's kind of cheesy, but I think this gear score is where most people are going to decide I'm done playing this game if they don't like the game. I think 2,500 is pretty a reasonable achievement. Anything past that is like, you really have to know the inside mechanics and like just actually go do stuff that most people just like the pay to winners. They really don't want to do that. Yeah, for sure. I agree with you. Yeah, it's definitely the subscriptions that is the moneymaker. And as far as NCSoft is concerned, this is their big ticket item right now. It's actually doing quite well. And it's not doing well because of the pay to winners. It's doing well because of the subscription base. And the subscription is expensive. Like what most people would consider expensive anyways. The premium tier subscription, I think, is $30 a month, which is on the high side. But like for me, I don't mind the $30 a month right now because I want to experience as much of this game for learning opportunity as I possibly can. So if for whatever reason you're on the fence of like maybe you just want to try this game before it actually releases, I think now's a good time to do it, because you have mechanics in the Taiwan server and the Korean server that you're not going to have in global, which is the catch-up mechanics. These sorry, it's kind of over the screen here. The chat is, but this grow support here, if you decide that you want to play this game and try it out, basically what you want to do is just get the premium subscription. It's, $30 a month. Just give it a shot and get this. You can basically get this grow support. So in order to get this, there's a couple ways to get the grow support, but there's a bunch of guides online. Effectively, you get this grow support and you're going to be at 2,500 really, really quickly. So again, I say, like, if you're even slightly interested in the game, just even with the base subscription, you can do a lot of it, exploration and learning, and definitely determine if you like the. I think you can actually. I think you're gonna like the game without paying anything in the first month of gameplay. I didn't pay anything until I had like 5 characters at 45. Like $0 until I had 5 characters, 45. Yeah, and the problem with pay to win, again, and there are few people who are going to be hardcore players plus also pay to win. That is such a minority group. But honestly, those are the people you have to actually worry about in terms of dominating gameplay. But there's just so few of them. There's not enough of them to make a difference in the game. Unless they're your buddy and they're going to carry you. That's a whole nother world. There's a dungeon over here I haven't done. I mean, I think you can have a lot of fun in this game, not paying anything, and just like trying different characters out and playing the game. Like PvE in this game is actually fun, which is a very weird thing for me to say, because if you know anything about me, I grew up on Counter-Strike. I like the rush of playing against other players and playing against, a computer / or wherever we're going with AI. Has not been very fun to me, but this is fun. I think this is fun. I am messing around. Like, one of my really crappy goals in this game, I say it's probably futile. I'm trying to get all of this tier 1 PvP set and just plus it up as much as possible. Why? I don't. It's like I think that's a reasonable goal before global hits. I highly doubt I can make it any further than that. Um, and well, at least that's why I set that goal. The reason why I say it's probably not the smartest goal in the world is because I probably already know enough about just like general mechanics of the game and how it's going to play to where I should probably spend my time doing other stuff like crafting, for example. Where's this dungeon? Here we go. Might as well get this feather. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, congrats, congrats. What'd you craft? I finally had someone actually teach me a little bit about the crafting. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's serious. The great sword? Did you craft this or something else? Damn. Well, that's pretty sick. Awesome. Yeah, literally, I just had someone explain to me basically how to get these mats, or a couple of ways to get these mats. So these are not too terrible to come by, honestly. They're not that bad. Some of these other ones can get really expensive. Um, but like the source in buying these is not too crazy. And I think you can actually, you know more about this than I do if you've already crafted something like that. But just for the chat here, some of these you can actually use the previous, not this one. See, now I forgot how to show this. But I'm pretty sure some of these you can use the previous weapon to actually upgrade from. You know more about that. I can't. I'm not very good at showing that. But effectively, like you can craft something lower that's like going to be substantially better than something you're going to loot. And then as you progress in the game, you can craft the next level and use your previous weapon to do that, or your previous items to do that. Okay, yeah, I'll look at that in a minute. I must only have a few dungeons left in this area because this is one of the only ones I haven't done. But yeah, crafting, where's the transfer at? Oh yeah, right here, right here. Yeah, I forgot it. It's like weird, right? It's like here. So in the transfer crafting, this is where you can basically use your previous gear to upgrade to the next. So these all basically start with something that's lower tier and you upgrade. Am I right? Am I right? Don't really know what to spec out now because like the whole board is, I've got so much in these boards, which is a good place to be, but still. I mean, I could put my actual freaking PvE gear on. I need to actually do something to make some. This is like, for you guys who haven't played this, this is like ultra broke. This is like so broke. So there's a couple of ways I can make money. I can go and do one of these. These make pretty good money. I guess I'll just go in here and hope this guy knows what's going on. Because I don't really know what's going on. Like, kind of, sort of, but... Yeah, just... So you're saying you just kind of like... Even without a... What are they called? Without a... What is it? Duty or something? Even without a command, you just go through and grind, and you basically start getting some of the seasonal work. I don't know what they're called, but... Or are you saying the mats in general? Oh yeah, you're just talking about mats. This person seems like they know what they're doing, which is good, because it's more than what I know. Except they just fell off. Oh, no, they didn't. Yeah, my buddy was, he actually showed me a little bit about the dailies and the seasonal stuff, how to re-roll it and why you want to re-roll them, depending on what you're trying to do. Because I didn't understand the mechanic of, like, the farthest left thing is 100% guaranteed, and then after that, that's when you start getting into the, you may or may not get those items. Oh, bro, you joined my freaking... I didn't know you joined. I didn't even realize you joined. I forgot. Did we play together before? I know we've chatted quite a bit. I can't remember if you and I have actually played together. For me, this is literally like a money run. I need money. What was your gear score before? Oh, you're not close to me. When you get close to me, I'll take a look. Good lord, that's a hell of a jump. For like one item, that is insane. I do need a craft though. My buddies were saying that I'm probably getting to the point where I'm going to need a balance between looting gear that's going to improve my character and actually just crafting some of the stuff as I get closer to either not looting it or just having things to spend currency on that's reasonable for the progression, right? Yeah, I hear, that's kind of nice though, right? When you just don't go full max on a piece of gear and then you get a new one that's like super badass and you just max it out. Oh, did I miss the kiss? I did. Sorry, dude. It's a little delay on the chat. Sorry. I got that message like after we've already jumped. And they already started attacking. Yeah, my bad, my bad. And you know I can't like make these guys hold up. I can't control these guys. Do you use a DPS meter by chance? That's something I haven't gotten into. Actually, I'm kind of afraid to use a DPS meter because it's third party. And they explicitly say not to do that. Even though like basically everyone, I even see people streaming that they do it. Because it's like literally looking at the damage packets as it goes through your network card. That's probably, I mean, it's okay if it's for the use case, like it's not necessarily cheating, but the way it does it, they don't want people doing that. So I don't know. It would be nice to use the DPS meter. The group one. I'm gonna get this Kisk right here. I'm about to like train all these mobs too. I can't remember. Yeah, there's a jump over here, so it doesn't matter. Dang, look at you. Totally maxed that thing out, dude. Wow, that's sick. Combat speed. Damn, weapon damage. Oh, God. It must feel nice. Like when you get an upgrade like that, you can absolutely feel the difference. I mean, it's not even close to that much of a difference. When I switch from PvE to PvP, it's like a completely different character. I literally don't even remember this guy's mechanics. I'm just gonna sit here until I die. Just attack him. Yeah, it must be nice to have a weapon like that. Was it a big boost in attack speed as well? So like it actually feels like a different character because it just like increasing attack speed, even if it's like the same DPS, it just feels more fun. Oh really? Why? Oh, I have Godstone up in here. So is your character actually viable in PvP? Because mine's like not even close. Like seriously, if I go find a bot, I bet you I could find a bot and like not be able to kill the bot. And it's I know those bots are geared out, but like the thing the point I'm making is they don't really fight back all that well, and like I still can't kill them because they're gonna be basically killing mobs and stuff, life leeching, and I cannot, I can't kill them. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, is it because are you PvP geared out, or do you just kind of have like a mix, like I would say like the average? All right, well that's so you're getting the Centurion armor with the Tribunus accessories. But didn't correct me if I'm wrong. Did you not go growth first? Basically, you got a lot of growth stuff beforehand before getting all the gear. Like I'll have days where I just like spend a tiny bit on growth, but I actually don't. I don't usually spend them on growth because I'm just trying to like finish out the set for whatever stupid reason. Because I will tell you right now, my character most definitely needs stigma shards. Yeah. You know, one thing I haven't really done the math on, and it would probably be smart to know this, is, and you actually might know this. I think that people have already talked about this. There's math in just if your character is powerful enough and you do all these duty commands every single week and you get all like get a majority of your supply requests done without paying for them, and just grind a little bit in the abyss. You know, not like crazy, but you know, make sure you don't have too much time rolling into the reset. You can get the full 30 elite set or Dracanis, however you want to pronounce that, the full set within a couple of weeks. Am I right? Yeah, I don't know if it's actually called 30 elite, but you know, this gear right here, Decanus, Dracanis, however you want to say this. Because Madsen was saying, and he's not super specific about it, but he was saying that if you just really want to just get in the Abyss and that's your playstyle, you could get all this gear here and keep it ultra cheap on the Abyss point side and just basically max out this gear. And just because you've maxed this stuff out, you'll do really well just in general. Yeah, and that's my thing is like, you're at the point now you could do that, but there is an Abyss point cap though, right? Like you can't just make unlimited Abyss points. I don't know where that is, but I'm pretty sure there's like an actual limit on the Abyss points you can get. Sorry about that. My daughter's chasing my dog around with the vacuum cleaner. Freaking him out. Yeah, that's one thing I'm really curious about. So if I just go, what I want to kind of do is just kind of go crazy on this like low level tier 1 gear just because. And if I get to the point where, you know, Global hasn't actually released in this 30 or this low level set is whatever, and I need something to spend it on, I'll start rolling it into the next level set. Because like in my head, I just really want to know the, you know, the level of viability of this stuff is. Plus, like when you do that, like what are you losing? True. Yeah, I know that there's also a point like where you're at probably. You could actually farm bots and max out your AP gain for the day. And like literally just sit here and farm 30 E set or whatever. Or the tier 1. I should just say tier 1 because they don't. It's not 30E, right? That's not a thing. Yeah, that's crazy. And honestly, that's kind of what I found too. Yeah, that's what's wild, right? So if you can find bots that are like super high level or super high rank and get a ton of AP. And that's one thing I'm kind of wondering about. Like, can I group with like a Sin who's like pretty maxed out and just hang out with them and just blow people up and just get the full 30 or not 30. I keep saying that. The full tier 1 set, just doing that. I don't know the Abyss timer. I think what I was looking into before is it's actually during the day and it's hard for me because, you know, I'm not a full-time streamer. I'm a regular person. But like the timer for, I think the timer, I don't know. There's got to be a way to check it. I know there's a way to check it. I don't know. All right, where's the timer at? Because I don't even know when the sieges happen. I don't know what time they happen. But I'm pretty sure like the times they happen is like super inconvenient for me. Okay, let me see. It's in the corner. Oh, yeah, it's in the actual tooltip there. Yep, so we have a ways to go. This map here, this one. Oh, wait. Yeah, I've already done that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You go in the corridor, is that what it's called? Or condor, corridor. I'm trying to think in my head. I don't even know how it's pronounced. But yeah, that's a pretty good easy place to make a good little chunk, right? For sure. Yeah, that's insane. I'm nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. I also don't have a ton of AoE skills. Now, don't get me wrong. I blow up most of the stuff in there, but it's like a lot of single target stuff. I do have some AoE, but the AoEs I have are just not that strong. I mean, obviously my gear score is really low. Oh, nice. Yep, that must be nice. Yeah, I have heard that, by the way. But aren't a lot of your skills AoE based as a gladiator? I mean, that's got to help. Or am I just making shit up? Because it used to be that way. Ion 1, I don't really know with Ion 2. But like, it doesn't take me anything just to like grind on mobs that are like nothing. Like, not even the good ones. Yeah, like my right click. Like, typically when I'm down here, I don't even like waste too much effort. To be honest, it just feels pointless to me. I just literally hit. For me, my number one is right click. For others, because I use Ion 1 targeting mode. Yeah, it's like left and right click just running around, just making the easiest abyss point. But that's what these bots are doing, right? So when I'm doing all this, I'm like competing with bots. It is pretty wild that like the penalty for dying in Ion 2 is like it might as well not even be a penalty, honestly. Like, they just make the penalty 0 because it doesn't mean anything to die even at a low level. It used to be like, even like with no rank whatsoever, if you were like a brand newbie, dying sucked. It was like I just did everything for nothing. And of course, like the high level stuff, it was like you're set way back. But I do remember going for like 30 elite gear in Ion 1, and it just took forever. And if you got killed, yeah, it just like break your heart. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I have a lot of hours I'm just not going to use in the Abyss. And again, I just really want to get that gear and start working on it. Start rolling it. Okay, I'm not getting any one of these bots attack this. So when the bots start attacking it, I'll just go to a different site somewhere else. And I've actually gotten good drops just grinding on mobs. It's kind of wild. Because to me, those are like regular mobs. Like, this is a pretty decent drop. Like, I got this just grinding on mobs. The potential stone. Yeah, I know it's super lame to watch someone do this, but for me, considering my goals, this actually makes sense to come and be a bot. As long as they don't take my AP by grinding with me. It is kind of funny though. It's like the only time I actually run out of MP is just sitting there doing this kind of stuff. And I apologize for my sound. I'm trying to reduce my footprint on the streaming bullshit that I'm doing. I was offloading everything to another computer. I'm trying to like reconfigure everything. I think I just do it all on one computer. I mean, literally, in probably an hour's worth of doing this, I'm going to have a couple of pieces of more of this gear. As long as people don't do that right there. That slows me, like this right here. I just like fly, go somewhere else. I can't compete with these freaking bots, dude. And it's wild because you know those bots are like super geared because they've been doing this exact thing. I feel like this spot might get me ganked. Not that it matters, but it is nice to just grind. I wonder if people see me and they're like, oh, that's a new bot. Or they see my name is English and they're like, that's probably not a bot. I wonder. I mean, you even make decent cash like per second, like just doing this over time. It's not that bad. Of course, the real problem comes into like, if you don't have a subscription, you're gonna lose all your Urbis time doing this kind of stuff. Yep. This is what I compete with. These assassins, they just like, I don't know if that's assassin actually. That's not, that's a chanter. Like these characters that just like one shot everything, they just flash to the next, to the next, to the next thing. And I'm like, dude, come on, bro. So lame. I did get all my feathers though. That's kind of nice. Yeah, I did notice that. Like I was just sitting there grinding on this stuff and I'm like accomplishing stuff that I didn't even realize was a thing. No, I think that was a bot. A bot just blew me up. No, that wasn't a bot. Never mind. That's what I should do. I should just queue a battlefield and just be a useless teammate. I've never even done one of these. Can I go in here? Oh, I have to leave. Yeah, oh, player with macros, yeah. All right, let's do what you're talking about and get some free AP. Is this just going to take me a long time to do? Is it more, I don't know, is it more use of my time to not go in there? Oh, you can't just go in there, huh? They're like certain times of the day, kind of like Dredge. Yeah, I didn't know that. What about Arena? Should I just queue up for Arena, or is that a waste of my time? Should I just go in here and see how bad it is? Screw it, I don't care. We'll see if it even pops. Some of this stuff won't pop because no one's gonna do it, right? What's MMR? I mean, has it been a while since you've gone in there? Like, do you have much better gear now, or are you still in the boat of, like, it's just not something you can do right now? Oh, shit. Well, I'm going to cancel that. Dear Lord. Yeah, so it's like, no matter what you do, one-shot territory kind of thing. Like, they don't need any skill whatsoever. Let's see. Do you want to try and do Vakron? Sky Island? You probably have enough gear score for the two of us to do it. Or you're not interested? Do you want to do it? You want to just do it on easy? I'll just do a crate room and you can join. Okay. I don't know how that works, to be honest. Do you ever use Discord? I don't know if you're interested in that or not, but I do Discord with some other folks sometimes. Do you know who Elysian is? We just use Elysian's Discord. If you ever wanted to do it. The only thing is, if we Discord, you'll be on the stream. So if you're not interested in doing that, then don't worry about it. You're not going to hurt my heart. Most people don't give a shit, but I don't really care. I mean, I don't get crazy, but, you know, I say curse words and I also, you know, drink beer and stuff on my channel. By the way, I'm not super good at this. I've only done this run like maybe 3 times. And it was with someone else who was like super, super geared, telling me exactly what to do. So I'm still very much so in the learning phase. Now, some of this stuff is kind of obvious, right? You got to basically cleanse and then fly around and get the elements, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I can give you the info in a bit, because I'm not like super good at Discord, because again, I haven't been a gamer in a long time. But I can get you the info at some point. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But it is pretty cool though, because a lot of the guys that hang out in these group chats, they're like ultra helpful, and they know like I'm like super noob, and they're cool with me just like they are with everyone else in the channel who's basically geared out like you, if not more. Which is cool, you know. Dude, I cannot fucking hit the wings on this lag. I literally have to hit it twice. My wings will not pop. There we go. Oh, you guys aren't here yet. Where'd you guys go? Oh, you're on the boss. Sorry. My bad. Yeah, no worries. I think the main mechanic here is like, what? Remind me if I'm wrong. Break the root, somebody else, and then hitting the right stone. Otherwise, it's just dodge everything.
These thorns shall imprison you.
Jump.
You who have incurred the wrath of the spirits shall be bound eternally.
No, you're the chosen one. Cool. Yay, I'm not ultra broke. I didn't get any good loot, but I'm not ultra broke. That was fun. Yeah, let me get you the info. Figure out how to do this. All right, that's the Discord. And what we do is we just join like a either general or group chat. And it's funny because usually what ends up happening is there's no one in there, and then when I join, there's like 5 people who end up in there, usually. But one really cool dude I like to learn from, who's in there all the time, and good lord, he knows a lot about this game. Starboy, he's in my stream here and there as well. Yeah, I know. That's kind of lame. It's just the bot protection. Yep. Yeah, I need to find something to do in the meantime. I need to make sure that Oh yeah, I got to do these. 0-5. I have stuff to do. Well, there's only one good one. Well, we're going to do that. And then roll these again. Oh, we're going to take that one. Take that one. I'll take these two. All right, I got the 5. Let's get them done. But yeah, you know, that's pretty awesome that you went through and did some crafting. That's one thing I need to just like lock it in. But honestly, I don't really know where to start. Like, it's easy to go to the crafting bench and like just start grinding on shit. What I mean is, like, I don't know where to start when it comes to buying mats and the different places and grinding for them. Ooh, that's expensive failures, bro. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a promise to myself when I'm done grinding these dailies, and then their 10 minutes will have passed. Unless you don't want to talk about that stuff. I'm gonna go look through all that, teach myself what I need to know, start getting some of that stuff done. Because honestly, like, as far as my experience playing, that's one thing I haven't took advantage of yet, is like just getting a bit more familiar with the crafting. Oh, that'll be awesome. All right, get that one done. These dailies don't take long at all. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that people are going to watch a streamer and actually learn something. Where are we at? Where are we at? Get to this one. What else can we do? This. It is kind of wild. Like, it didn't really feel this way to me whenever I was playing Ion 1. It didn't feel like there was really that much momentum you would get, like with AP, at least AP gear. It just felt like it was always just, it just always took forever. Didn't really matter what level you were. It just took a lot to get AP. But correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a lot of momentum to having a high gear score you're gonna get. Like the degree of AP and gain that you can get as compared to me is several orders of magnitude more than what this character can achieve. Like, and that's even, you're not even like I'm talking compared to like those hardcore 6-monthers. You're not geared to the teeth like they are, and you can still go out there and grind and make quite a bit of AP. So are you at the point where you can max out AP gain effectively? To where now it's just keep doing the same thing that you've been doing, and you're gonna have the best gear if you just keep doing it as far as AP gear goes. Yeah, I've heard that too, by the way. At some point. Starver was talking about people, since the metals kind of become the thing that prevents them from upgrading their stuff. You know, because you get all the stigmas, you get all the growth, you get all that stuff. And then you get to the point where you can't really buy anything because of the metals. So what they'll do is they'll actually farm tier 1 gear. Okay, where are we at? I also want to understand a little bit more of the mechanics of rifting with PvP enabled. I don't think anyone literally does that, but I'm just curious, you know, than like trying to make it work. I don't really care about making it work. I want to know how it works. Have you done that? Have you tried doing that a little bit? We should save these conversations when you're on, when I can actually hear your voice and soak in other people. Not to mention it's probably annoying to type this and then I read it about like 2 minutes later. So do you miss a gladiator not having a bow? Don't you wish you had a bow? I'm not gonna lie, having a bow on the gladiator was so much fun. Especially when you're geared to the teeth and you actually had a paralyze on the bow. Even as a gladiator, you could kill people with that thing. If you had a PvP bow. I don't hear anything in Discord. Can you hear me in Discord? Usually I can hear in Discord. Hang on. It might be me. Hang on a second. Okay, talk now. Oh shit, you left.
Hey.
Yeah, it was me, dude. It was me. Sorry about that.
Okay. Yeah. So the rifting, it sucks because everyone has to flag on the inherent, like the other side,
Yeah.
right? So what sucks about it is if no one's flagged, like they have to actually attack you for, like they have to select you and attack you, or they have to flag. So from my understanding, what you can do is go find like where the bots are at, and then you drop a kisk, and when the bot attacks your kisk, you can attack the bot.
Oh, I see. So it's like they initiate combat and then you're in it.
Yeah. So there's really like no inherent AP gain to be had there. The thing is that there's a quest to kill like 100 enemy faction in their homeland, which is like it's wild that that's a quest.
Huh.
Because you have the flagging system. Hopefully, with this new expansion coming out, or like the new season, it won't be an issue because that one's there's no flag.
Yeah, I'll be curious. Yeah, that sounds interesting to me. And like, I don't know. It seems like an okay way to design a game that, like, I think they do want to lure more people in that are PVE friendly, and like less the PvP hardcores. I don't know. That's one way to do it, I suppose.
Well, the issue was you had these people that wailed out and spent like 20 or 40,000 on the game. I mean, we've seen the video, right? The one guy just like drops in and kills like an entire area.
Yeah, yeah,
So that was the issue, is you had people that just like went way too hard with it, and then it like immediately tanked it. So they have to like be reactive. And by that time, like a lot of people were upset. So I'm kind of hoping NA doesn't like inherently hit that wall, because if they release an NA or like global and they have it set up where the system is now, like you never even actually have to PvP to play the game. You can just play the game in PvE all you want.
yeah.
But what was happening was people were unable to level, so it inherently pissed people off.
I mean, that was yeah. I mean,
It was part of the OG game, right? But like your MMO communities have drastically changed since then. Because, like, I mean, dude, when we were growing up, like you had n number of lives when you played games. You know, like Mario, you died like 3
Yeah.
times, you're dead. Now it's just like die, spawn, repeat. So like MMOs have kind of had to like evolve to capture that culture. And if they're just getting giga farmed outside of like the guard areas, people just aren't going to enjoy it. I mean, it's not enjoyable, but I mean, in Ion, we just dealt with it and like leveled, and then it ended up doing it too.
yeah, and I think honestly, like that was a part of the game that they did not like as far as the not like the visionaries of the game. They don't like that because, as you know, like we all did this, you'd have your main, and then you'd have a couple tweaks, and then you'd basically clean up anyone trying to enjoy the game as a lobby. You know, just
Yeah.
trying to get through the basic part of the game and just blowing them up. And like it was fun, but at the same time, you kind of end up killing your new player base because the player base it's continually rotating, right? You're going to get new players, you get people who don't want to play anymore. And with that mechanic, it basically guaranteed that you're going to die in about 6 months unless they release new content, aka patches and stuff. And then they ruin the game with the patches, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Totally
it
ruined the
is.
game from like originally what it was. I know I left at a time where most people would say that the game was still in a pretty reasonable state. I think I was in like the 3 point whatever's whenever I left.
So I heard 3.x was like where it was like really good. Actually, Ion Classic is up to 3.x now. I think I was at like 2.3 or 2.5
Okay.
in Classic when I quit playing, just because I was fighting like the same 50 people every day, and I was
Yep.
like the second Spirit Master to have 50E on
Yep.
Classic, just because, 55E. Sorry, I had the 55E Combine and like full accessories, full gear, and 50E and 40E, and I had a 30E set. Like I just like grinded that stuff out. Oh,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like that's kind of what happened to me. So I started out on Seal, and like I was on Elios, and I can't remember. And it was like Benny Lava, and we just like steamrolled everyone. And I was a cleric, so it was kind of lame for
What?
me because
what was your name on Seal?
Rancid. I was a nobody. I wasn't like
I remember the name. Smashtastic was actually mine. I was a SM, and I don't remember the name of the guild. I know there was like Abyss Force. Abyss Force turned to OK, and then we were Nut OK to make them like make fun of them or whatever. This is after Clarity died. I remember seeing Rancid as like a name. I mean, I know I played with you at some point, just randomly.
But I
Um,
yeah, I played Seal for a long time in the beginning days, and then again, it just got to the point where it's like, all right, this is kind of like uninteresting because it's like the same people nonstop.
mhm.
So I like re-roll on different server and all this kind of stuff. And I just went. At some point, you can just you know how to do everything on your own. You don't actually need a legion anymore, and
Yeah.
you know how to get rich enough where you could just go buy metals off the marketplace. So I
So
wasn't.
the governor for Seal Elios, I think his name is Consecrated or Aryan, one of the two. I was in his static. So we did dredges and everything else all the time against I don't remember if you remember Gaybar and that whole Asmodean crew.
No.
Yeah, they were like the top PvPers on Seal for Asmo.
So I probably left whenever all that stuff started happening. I actually left Seal. Oh, when did I leave Seal? Actually, I don't even know.
Did you leave before Tabata?
Probably. So, do you ever hear of the gladiator named Turka? He was
Yeah.
so him and I used to roll around. I uh I went gladiator Asmodean, and he was an Asmodean as well. And
Using that
him and I
crutch.
used to roll around a lot.
That crutch 1.0 or Asmo Gladiator skill. What was it? Piercing Rupture.
I don't remember all the stuff. That's the one where it basically looks like you do a flip on them with a pole
Yeah.
arm. Yeah. That's like
Whoever
the-
had the idea to have like different skills for factions was. I'm glad they eventually fixed that.
Yeah, that was insane. I mean, you probably remember the.
I was a Spirit Master, so I was like the brunt end of that.
Yeah.
I'd go into Dredge and I'd have like 4 Glads hit me with that all at the same time, and they'd be like, "Did you BG?" Like the Templar would bodyguard me, and then I'd use my pet to bodyguard too, and they're like, "Well, did you pop your buffs?" I was like, "I mean, you could," and I'm just like, "Well, y'all could have like ankle snared or killed one of them before they all hit me."
Yeah, it just got to the point where I had one. Honestly, it was such a good game. I was like ultra addicted to it, and I was like, I gotta quit this. So I like
Oh yeah, no,
I quit. Diablo 2 came out back then, and I was like, I'm just gonna sell my account, and then like go RMT a bunch of Diablo 2 shit, and then ultimately I didn't even play Diablo 2, but I was just trying to like, how do I get rid of this game out of my life because it's like too good. It's like too good.
Oh, actually, I could stream in Discord and show you a bunch of stuff too,
But
if you
you
want.
know what I need to do is I need to get on this crafting shit, bro.
I can show you a bunch on the crafting.
I need to go buy some. Like I have some currency, I could probably buy some stuff, but I need to. Well, I guess the first thing is I need to start leveling up the right stuff for crafting. And what's a cost-effective way to level up crafting to even start with? Do you know
So-
that?
The way that I did it, to be honest, it depends on what you're crafting. So I did my blacksmithing first, and for that one, I quite literally just you spam all the dungeons, so you get like Balar horn and Balar materials like inherently and passively just from grinding.
Mm-hmm.
So with how cheap orichalcum is, I just like crafted a absolute ton of the ingots and made a ton of the great swords, and I had a lot proc on the artisan ones, so I had more than what I needed for my noble. So I just started selling them, which they're pretty cheap now. They were like 1.6 mil when I was selling them. I think they're like 800k right now. I wasn't making too much of a profit, but I was leveling my crafting, and you know, profits, profits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Just like now, I'm saving up to do my noble chest piece. So I finished crafting, or I didn't finish maxing out the craft, but started leveling all that up today too. And man, you know, I had a few procs and I sold the chest pieces, and the chest pieces, like the artisan ones, the gold ones, they're selling for like 2 mil a pop.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So I probably made like a good 20 or 30 mil today
Dang.
because I had a lot proc. Because since I was trying to level up my armor smithing, which I'm level 62 now, I went from 0 to 62 today, and probably crafted 1,000 orichalcum breastplates, to be honest.
So to do the weapon, I have to do blacksmith to start with.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the weapon's the easier. So the weapon takes way more materials. The way I started out, and it's probably not the best way to start, and it's debatable because like I'm dying without my extendable, but the weapon I got now does more damage in PvE. So like there's trade-offs,
Yeah, yeah.
and I can level the weapon up still. But like I still haven't gotten the Ludra Greatsword. Like if I had the Ludra Greatsword, I wouldn't even be using the Noble right now.
Yeah, yeah. It's that good.
Yeah, because like that extra 2 meters makes a big difference, especially when I have like a ranger kiting me or something. I have a couple skills I can like close the gap, but if I'm not like applying slows and CCs and stuff, then it's just not going to do anything. But yeah, crafting, really going for the weapon is the hardest one because so many people craft the weapons that even if you get good procs and have extras while you're leveling your crafting, you're not going to have much profit off of your procs, the
Okay.
extra ones. But the more damage you do, like, it makes your life inherently easier. I actually crafted my guard first, and my guard, I actually went for a Wise Dragonlord guard because it was like really easy to obtain. So it's basically the same, like the same one that we have, and Splendent, you can level up to 92. Oh wait, I did the White Dragonlord guard. Sorry, so I even went lower than that. Because I thought like, oh, I'd get my PvP stuff, whatever, but I was wrong. So I did the White Dragonlord guard and just procced it to Splendent. So it's still the same level as your Chromede stuff or whatever you get from that catch-up pass. And it has the PvE damage boost, and you have like an extra Mana Stone slot and extra skill coming off of it. So like that inherently helps boost your overall combat power. Now what really helped my combat power is like that Transcendence that you ran earlier. When you start getting your Arcana cards, like that helps a lot.
Yeah, like the ones that are actually better than what you get from the growth.
Yeah. So when you have like 2 full sets, which I'm still using like 2 purity and 4 vigor, or 4 purity and 2 vigor, just because I haven't swapped to the new set yet. Like I just now got to where I can run that new Transcendence dungeon because my combat power is high enough now. But like the ceilings that I hit was at like 150 on my combat power, and then 200, and then like 275. those are like my ceilings, and then 250 or 350 to 375, like I really just hit another cap. So it's like you're gonna hit incremental caps like once or twice every 100k CP.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're at right now, it's difficult, but so I spammed those dungeons. Like I just sat down one day and did those transcendence dungeons until I was blue in the face. And what that gave me was my Davian board for Ariel, or no, it's a Mart Chuton, the green one. I maxed that out. So I just sat there. I think I ran enough to where I crafted 90 of those in one day.
Nice.
So doing that, I was able to max out that board, do most of my Arcana, and I still like inherently gained money off of doing it too.
So my buddy
So
was
that gave
telling me, he was telling me as far as crafting to go for, he said start crafting the ebony ring, dragon ring. He said mainly because they're probably gonna help me run sanctuary at some point. And then with those sanctuary runs, they were saying just basically get any one of these weapons, and then we can morph it into the weapon that I need, and then it'll be the same thing with the braces. So
yeah, you just have to get the weapon to drop is the issue.
yeah, you just
Like,
need some weapon, which obviously is going to take a minute. So
I've ran that dungeon like 20 times and I haven't had a weapon drop
yeah,
once. Which sucks, but I'm about to get my second bracelet anyway, so
yeah. So basically,
So, I
that's
mean,
kind
I
of what
guess
they're telling me.
running
It's like
20
this is
times
for the
isn't
bracelet and the
exactly-
weapon, right?
Yeah. So that was another thing that helped was I got my bracelet from there, which the bracelet's nice because on the soul binding you really don't have to do anything.
Mhm.
Like you don't have to re-roll any of the stats.
Mm-hmm.
So I just did that, leveled it to 20, and leveling to 20 isn't as bad because when you get to 15, it resets your chance back to 50-50.
Really?
So as you level up past 10, it goes like 50%, 33%, etc. like falls down.
Yeah.
So it can get like expensive
To get to 15 to
doing
start.
that.
Are you
Huh?
anchored at 15 once you get to 15? Like you're good? Like you're not going to break below that? Or can you go when you go on 15 and 16, break all the way back down to 10?
No, it never breaks. So what it does is it gives you like a 20% chance to succeed. If you fail, it adds to your chance to succeed. So
Oh,
it'll
that's
go
not
from like
bad then.
20 to 23.
So yeah,
Yeah, but it's
expensive, but
super,
at least you're
it's still super
contributing to the
expensive, but
success.
inherently, like the way that Ion's always been, like this is a lot better system than what it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And another thing that I did was if you look at your conquests, something that gave me a lot, or not conquests, just your regular expeditions. If you look at the regular expeditions and go down to like Cradle,
Mm-hmm.
let me look at them
I
too.
mean, technically, this cradle weapon is better than what I'm using.
Yeah, but the
'Cause
one
it-
that you have is extendable, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah. I'm usually right on top of the fucking
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying
PvE
for like
wise.
yeah.
PvP
Well,
though. Yeah.
PvE, it's nice because when you're doing mobs and stuff, you have that AOE, like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bigger
true.
range of
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so all you have to do is do that dungeon one time and you get a piece of equipment out of there. So like the
True.
Bakarma earrings or whatever. I think it's okay. What I did was the Hall of Illusion and I did Azure Breath Island. So just doing those two, you get 2 pieces of equipment and like the chest plate is level 100. And believe it or not, that's like a pretty good bump in combat power. And I actually got the legs from Azure Breath Island.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
just
honestly,
bumped it.
all this stuff, I could be running this stuff. This might be a good
But
place.
see,
for
those
some
aren't going to be
shit.
much for you because you already have the Crowmead stuff or like the level 84 stuff. So like that one's not a big enough bump to really justify the gold it'll take.
Yeah, to plus 12 it or 10 it or whatever.
Hmm. Well, plus 10's not bad at all. Plus, when you decon your other stuff, you get
You
all of
get some
your
enchantments back.
yeah.
But
So like if you wanted to do that and do the guard or hold on, let me see. Yeah, like the chest plate or something, that wouldn't be bad.
I mean, I can't do Hall yet because you got to be 3K at least. But I can
Yeah.
do Cradle. I mean, even the Cradle weapon is. I mean, again, if I'm standing on top of something, it. Well, like bosses though, like with me when I do my pull, what ends up happening is I just get pulled to the boss. So
Hmm.
it's fine for bosses. Like I don't really need the extendable.
Yeah.
It's just like obviously it's just a bonus, but
I mean, I like the new greatsword because I hit like a truck, but like man, at like when I spend most of my time doing PvP, it kind of
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I could feel the difference. So as soon as I can get back into an extendable, like I'm going to, which
Hmm.
sucks because I spent a lot of materials crafting that, but the extendable doesn't exactly just drop in your lap either.
Right.
So I can
Well,
guarantee craft the non-extendable.
and I've heard some other people that are very knowledgeable and they're like don't really sweat the extendable stuff, but at the same time, I don't know. Like when you're pure melee, it
Mhm.
means something.
Have you done your brooches yet?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be another pretty good bump for you.
Where do you get those?
You have to craft them.
Oh fuck. From what? Handicraft?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'll work on. Maybe I'll work on handicraft
So yeah, actually, that'll give you a pretty good bump, and it's more attack too. Um,
because I have nothing in there at the moment.
yeah. So if you look at
Go get
the
some
brooch
catalyst.
on the top, yeah, if you look at the brooch on the top section, you should be able to craft it at level 40, so you don't have to do a whole lot. The only thing is, it takes a lot of pure mats, but maybe just from collecting, you should have some.
I got a couple of things, but nothing. Not a bunch, to be honest.
Yeah. So it takes like a good amount of materials, but
Oh man,
like getting the
that's gonna
pures
be
are
a
not.
big difference if I get two of these.
Yeah. And the thing is, the stats are set on them too. So you just like jam them to level 15
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. Like, so all you have to do is just level it up to 15
Well, it sounds like
and
I definitely
put
need to do handicraft.
engrave it with the mana stone. But like, you don't re-roll your soul bindings. You know how that works, right?
Ish. I know a little bit.
Okay. That one,
I would
you
sound like I know what I'm
definitely
talking about, but I
need
don't.
to tell you. But for that one, it gets complicated. But for soul binding, like when you actually look at the menu, you have just an overall bind, so it like jacks up your stats on your soul binding rate, and then below that you have a sync, so you can actually select your individual stats to re-roll them. So like my weapon damage boost, I
Oh
could
yeah,
give
yeah. I
it,
know about that. Yeah, yeah. I
yeah, I could
only
jam
thing I've
this in there.
re-rolled is like my rings on my PvP set, just because I'm trying to get my tier one set all squared away. I know that's a exercise in futility, but I kind of don't care.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did. Was like I got my PvP stuff and I just rolled all the stuff that I wanted on them immediately.
I'm still missing like I just no matter what I do, it's so weird. Like I have like unbelievable luck when it comes to drops. Like even in Ion 1, I've just always gotten extremely lucky with drops. But
Same. I ran through almost twice.
what I'm like not lucky with is enchanting. I am actually pretty bad at it. Well, I probably can't. That might be a little bit of a lie, actually.
So
I got to
I
the
actually
point
did
on
this in
Ion 1 where I
Ion.
could break it. I could break the enchanting system in Ion 1.
So in Ion One, I actually had like my own stupid superstition, and this is where I would go to the fungus in Verteron. So when I craft or enchant here, I come up to the fungus, and I'll just sit here and I'll do my enchantments or craft.
Yeah. So, and Ion 1, I would have like a bunch of low stuff and I would break like 5 in a row on some bullshit. And then when it would break 5 in a row, then I would apply the real one and it would like succeed at such a high rate. It was insane.
So I did that with crafting too. So earlier today, before I went to go craft my sword, I was crafting chest pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And what I would do is I would sit here and I would craft like I'd have a bunch of these crafted because it's kind of hard to fail these.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd get the procs on like the green or the blues, and I'd go to craft them. And as soon as I started crafting them, as soon as one of the green or blues failed, I crafted my sword.
Yep. Yep.
So it's one of those. It's like you're also playing with statistics at that point, which I'm an engineer by trade, so I like statistics and numbers.
What kind
And
of
I'm also
engineer?
very superstitious. Aerospace.
Who do you work for? Can you tell me?
Yeah. Someone fun.
All right.
But yeah, when it comes to crafting, what sucks is like as you increase your profession level, that doesn't mean that you're gonna have any more chance to succeed. What it really means is like your success goes up more or your failure goes down less. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're it's all speculation too because they've never actually like output what happens when you craft and what happens when your level gets higher. So as far as we know, like you could get all the way to level 70 or 65 or whatever and still have the same chance to fail, but we've also seen these just like jack all the way to 100% nonstop.
Yeah.
So it's like you inherently have a little bit more um, chance to succeed. As far as gathering, one thing I do like is with the substance morph stuff. You can substance morph. Please hit. No. Anyways, you can substance morph your gatherable materials. So what I did was I just maxed out my Odell, whatever
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're saying.
gathering.
Mm-hmm.
So I get like the procs and like all the benefits of the Odal because you can translate that to any other substance. So if you actually wanted to just go through and morph it into this, you just use this to translate it. So it's like a 1-to-1.
Mhm.
So that's where I went with the gathering too.
Oh, nice.
Are there any of this? Oh, do you know about the nightmare stuff?
A little bit. I've actually, my nightmare is like very little progression. I've done like those 3 bosses, and that's about it.
So another thing about this is as you progress this, you have the trade shop. Definitely buy these every week. And then on the growth, I bought all the wisdom stones.
Mhm.
You could buy these, but I ran so many transcendence that like I maxed those out too. I started buying them, I just didn't finish.
Mm-hmm.
I bought the wings just because you get extra stats.
Yep.
Like I
Yep.
wanted the flight power, so why not? But the thing is, the statue. So as you finish like the first level, you get the statue, and you can put that in your pantheon, and it adds to your stats.
Oh, that's a pretty good looking
My
statue
overall
too.
stats are like my might's maxed out, so I need to find some stuff to move around. I think.
Mhm.
Oh no, it's not. Are there any systems you have questions on?
No, I mean, what ends up happening is I get kind of repeat of people telling me how this stuff works, and it just sinks in more and more. Because again, like even though it's like watching a YouTube video, yeah, you're exposed to it, but how much do you really know it? You know what I mean? Plus, not only
Right.
that, but everyone kind of has their own experience of I did this, but actually would have been better if I'd have done it this way. So I
Oh,
really like just hearing other people's. By the way, this is crazy. This season shop right here, I didn't even know you could go in here and actually collect a bunch of rewards. Seriously, I did that this morning, and I had like boosted my character gear score up like ridiculous amount.
yeah. So here's what I'm saying when I said I bought a bunch of stuff to help with the craft because you can get 10 of each of these.
Yeah, that's what my buddy was telling me. That's what I asked about. I was like, "Hey, I got this new currency. I didn't know it existed." And he was like, "Buy the this is exactly what he told me to buy." He said, "Buy all
But
these."
see, I haven't played with like anyone on this game or had anyone tell me anything, so I've been just trying to figure everything out. Like I don't even know what this is actually for. I know you use it for crafting, but
No, that's what he told me about. You need that right there to morph, and actually that's how you can get a Ludra out of a bad Ludra drop. You'll use that to morph into the weapon you want. So you get any Ludra weapon and you save it, and then you get one of those abyssal forges, and you can translate it into or morph it into the weapon you need.
hmm.
So I think if you let's see,
Is it under crafting?
it's I'm gonna have to go look in there. Substance Morph Abyssal Forge. I'm pretty sure that's what you just had up, right? The Abyssal Forge.
Yeah.
I just like my notes are so shitty. He was like telling me all this stuff, and we're both trying to get offline. My notes are horrible, but
Yeah, so I know for this one you could drop anything in here and it'll let you change it when you
yeah,
have
it's
two
not
of
that.
these.
It's not that. But I mean, that is another way to do it. But that Abyssal Forge, you need. That's one thing I really hate about crafting
Because this is
because I can't
this
actually
shows like the
search for
designs
anything.
you can
I
use it
can't do
for.
anything while the thing is crafting. Literally, I can't do shit. I'd go find it, but I can't.
So this is like if you click on the magical breath, this is what it lets you morph. So you can use these to morph this, and you can use this to create a mad or like a wise dragon lord weapon, which I have, or I thought I had. Something. Yeah, because you could use 3 of these cores instead of using 3 of these, but at that point,
I think that's
I
what it
really
is. Yeah, yeah. So you use those to create those cores, so it ultimately create your weapon.
yeah. You can't do that for the noble though. And
I think you
yeah,
can
the
do it for the
select,
brace. I think you do it for the brace.
yeah, you can do it for the guard.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah,
You can
there you go.
craft the guard.
And see, like all of these, just by running like normal dungeons, you get. I mean, I can almost recraft this already.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even going to try to craft this one. I'm actually going to craft this next. And I should get these and these from doing the Shugo stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll translate some of those into this. And if I don't have enough of these, I'll just go be a bot for a little bit. But
Yeah.
these are harder to get because you can only get these from Creo Cave. Oh no, you can get them from a few different things. There's one of them that only came out of there, I thought. No. So yeah, you just have to get lucky and get these to drop, but they're like a 5% chance to drop.
Mm-hmm. Well, I get lucky with drops. I don't think the drops is going to be the problem with me. It's going to be the crafting part.
Yeah. So I was sweating when I crafted earlier.
Oh,
Like,
I'm sure. Did you hit the button and stand up like you're all in?
yeah. Actually did. Man. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that, like for this one, I don't even want it to proc. I'd rather just pay the money to proc it, because when you pay the money, it's a guaranteed proc. So you can actually level this to the Splendent just by paying like the 10 mil or whatever, or
Mhm.
100 mil or whatever. I don't want it to proc, because then I have to worry about it failing twice. And that actually happened to one of my friends. He was crafting his guard, and it procced, and it failed on the proc.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But they haven't played in like 6 weeks, so I've kind of been just soloing it.
Ooh, I could make a bunch of these.
So the thing about doing that is, like, if you go to the, hold on, well, I was gonna say, if you make something, you're doing handicrafting, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you do something like necklaces, as the necklaces proc, you can level up the next set of necklaces, and then if you get to like the gold level necklaces, they're worth money, and you can sell them, or
Oh,
you'll
nice.
use them towards your craft. So like if you plan on actually crafting the ring, what I would do is I would just craft like nothing but sapphire rings to see if you got like the artisan splendent sapphire ring proc. So the way that the crafting works is you have to proc that white one into the green, and then
Oh,
you recraft the next level with the green, hoping it procs blue, and so on.
so that's like the original one. I don't know where to get these though. Let's see.
The sapphire gemstones or the abrasives?
I guess both. I don't know where to get either one.
Oh, the gemstones you just have to gather them,
Fuck.
and then the abrasives
You
you
still
buy
buy
it from
that?
the vendor. Yeah.
So I need to go gather a bunch of sapphire, huh? Or buy it off the market. How much is this shit? Probably
It
expensive.
should be extremely cheap on
Oh,
the
it's like
market.
dirt cheap, dude. Let's just do this for now and see what this gets me.
Not sure it'll get you too far.
I just don't want to overbuy.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy,
Abrasive.
because that one's gonna come from the handicrafting merchant right next to you.
Yeah, actually, how many of these can I even make? Shit. Divided by 2, 22.
But yeah, this is actually what our abyss looks like right now. Let me show you. It's actually like wild. So like it randomizes which server you get combined with each week, I think, is the way that it works. But like our abyss. So this week we got slotted with, like, it's a hit and a miss. I could come out here and there could be like 2 marshals, a couple generals just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what's happening, and this is like just speculation off of like Taiwan and bot farmers or whatever, just because like there's a high level of bots out here.
Yeah, they're getting like they're like maxing out AP like every day or every week, right?
Yeah, so I think these guys just sit out here and protect their bots at this point.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, but like check this. Yeah, look at my map. These are all bots just getting.
Yeah. I got the same thing. There's like that's the same. I'm like competing with bots grinding out here.
But like these aren't even grinding mobs. They're just like collecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So it's not even.
I don't think it's gonna be like that in a. I mean, I guess
hope
it
not,
could,
like,
but
that's gonna-
a part of it, it does prop up the economy a little bit. So
Yeah, it does.
even some of the people are kind of mixed feelings. You're like, I don't know, it's not that hurtful.
I don't even get anything for killing these bots.
Yeah.
I just. That's too many bots. I probably just did them a favor. Honestly,
You
probably
just reset them for
really
them.
good.
Instead of using a teleport, they just reset me back.
Yeah, like there's hardly any people out. And then that's a bot too. Well, I do find them lately. It's just been nothing but like generals and stuff.
Yeah.
Can I even go in here? No. So our server apparently started super late. And we're like highly underperforming.
Well, they probably don't have. They're not going to create a bunch of bots on there. That's the thing. Is the bots have been created on the other servers already. I mean, you're getting more abyss points for killing the bots than you are obviously mobs.
Well, this is a player
Oh,
because he came around to attack me.
oh, okay.
So it's hit and miss. I get some bots, I get some players. But yeah, that was just.
Well, you're not getting destroyed. I mean, if you can just go up to most people and play the game, you're not getting wrecked.
Yeah, no, right around 300k gets a lot better.
For me, I'm just getting absolutely wrecked. There's like no
All the
chance.
way up to like 200k is like when I actually started going out into the abyss.
Yeah, I'm like way
And
too
it
low to
looks
be in the
like-
abyss, to be honest. But I got all the feathers already, and I got to do those dailies and shit. You know, well, they're not dailies,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm talking about.
But like, yeah, that guy's a freaking. He would definitely one shot me. Like it's crazy because I do damage and whatever. Hell, just watch. Oh, he wanting to hide. Nice. Did he? No. I mean, I obviously didn't fight back, but he just like kills me instantly.
Who's that guy?
Some random guy.
Some rando is actually geared out.
And actually, Templars are a pain because they can like CC lock you. So even at a lower gear score than me, they're so tanky and they can CC lock and have so much sustainability that in a 1v1 for a gladiator, it's a little bit difficult.
That's why I'm going Templar, because I like it. In that way, it is similar to Ion 1.
So, have you seen Middle Rashanta yet?
No, well, just on like YouTube and stuff. I haven't actually been able to go down there.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
this one's actually
3K.
kind of nice because you can just like it's all ground,
Mhm.
right? But what's even better, and I've heard like mixed feelings on this one, but you have the wind streams, and even on the top, right? You can just like take your like flight gates or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like for this one, I can go across the entire map, like no problem. And
Oh,
just
so it'll
get to
take you
where-
around and to pop you
Yeah.
out. Yeah. That's cool.
So you can go to like your grinding spot or wherever, and the AP off of these mobs aren't bad. I was getting like 2k a minute grinding.
Freaking cube space, man.
I need to craft more cleanse spots too. Whoops. But yeah, there's still a lot of bots, and sometimes you can't tell if it's like that's a bot for sure. Sometimes you can't tell if it's a bot or a player. And out here, it's not as bad as the Flight Abyss too, because there's usually more players roaming around, so you can usually catch like groups of your own faction. Oh yeah, this guy's probably gonna smoke me. Yeah. See, I'm not even doing any damage to him. Yeah. I did 0 damage to that guy. And what's bad is like usually the gear's not too much different. It's just they'll have like a little more legendary gear. But I think where it really comes into play is like I'm missing a lot of this board, and I'm missing a lot of this board, and it has like just overall defense increases on here and attack increases. So like you get a lot of power from this board, and it sucks because
How do you get that? How come you're totally empty?
so that's the thing is just getting to the point to where you can start running those. You have to get all the way down to Hall of Illusion, which has a 3K gear score requirement. But look at the groups; they all want 400K. This one wants 350K. But like a lot of times, you go in here, and unless there's someone like actually kind of carrying the group, it's really difficult. So like this one might be a good group because they have the 470K in there and a healer. But like even knowing the max on this one, it's still you take so like I even took so much damage. So I just now got to the point to where I can start running these. So I should be spamming the crap out of this right now. I gotta wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work, and I don't feel like doing a bunch of PVE before I go to bed.
Yeah.
But like no one even runs this one, so no one's even trying to like really comprehensively get these. It's just people spam this. Yeah, people just spam this because you can get 3 different pieces out of it, and you get on your rewards. See, I need another Philosopher's Stone, so that'd be great if that dropped. But you get the Eustiel's fragments, but it first starts dropping from here, and I think Dramata might be the first place you start getting the green ones. Yeah. So you have to at least get to here before you start getting the green ones dropping. So that's why you see a lot of people spamming this dungeon because you'll get the Marchutan's trace, and then you'll get Eustials from Hall of Illusion. So really, it's like your next cap is going to get to here. So as soon as you get here and you start getting here, you'll start doing more progress. And then like I'm at the points where I'll make more progress off of just spamming this. But inherently at the same time, you need to get to where you can do this one. So your next cap is really going to be these all say 220K, but really like 200K is going to be your next cap. Because when you get here is when you start getting like the good drops for Arcana. Because your cube reward's going to have 100% chance to drop one of these.
Are those
And you'll
much
keep
better than the growth support ones? Because the growth support ones like have like full stats on those things, you know?
Yeah, so like the ones that you get, you should still be getting like the full stats and everything. It's just you'll get more of what you want to try to find. Like
Yeah.
this one, I think I just used it for whatever because I don't think I actually want this. I mean, it's not bad. Like I kind of just took the best stats I could get and leveled it to 5. Um, but like this one, you have to craft this one by transmuting it. Uh, yeah. So you need 20 of these stones to do that. But you get these by running your transcendence.
I think
This
I have
one.
one of those stones actually.
Yeah, you'll get it from some of the rewards and whatever. But when you get 20 of them, you'll want to go to your Arcana and roll it. So like you can roll it with stats that you want on them. So for this one, oh well, they changed it. You used to be able to select your additional effect here. I thought. I can't remember. I thought you could do at least one. But like you could do 2 on these. So after you roll this one's hard to level up. It takes a lot of experience. But when you start like fine tuning these, I just picked like the top 2 that I wanted on here and just rolled it to get what stats I wanted. So like I might want Rending Blow and like Mocking Blade just so
Mm-hmm.
I can get like that high tick DPS and then like a good CC down because leveling those 2 for me, oh, nah, I don't really auto attack too much when I'm in PvE. So I need to do this one. Ignores block and evasion. So like if I get 2 more levels into it, I can just slot this
Mm-hmm.
instead of the additional strikes. Because I'd rather give them the knockdown and guarantee it lands. Because then I follow it up with like this.
Yep.
Keep them CC'd for a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
Which I need to level this one up so I can do that. So like I'm still trying to fine tune that, but I just got stuff because I have to PvE still so much. I can't really like fine tune my PvP. So you have to find like a middle ground on it, which kind of sucks.
In a way, though, I mean, I don't really mind the direction they're going. I think it's, I don't know, it's not nearly
No,
as
no, like, all
linear.
this
Like
stuff-
Ion 1 was so linear, you know what I mean? Like this is
Yeah.
like very non-linear way to progress a character.
Yeah, I like the way that this overall game flows right now. And what I was saying about this one is, which of course this is all in Taiwan time,
Mhm.
so they're 13 hours ahead of us. It's 9 o'clock for me right now, so it's like what 12 o'clock in the afternoon over there. So it should be going.
I don't know what their
Um,
peak hours are. You think they'll probably be on the weekend, but I don't really know. Like on the weekend, in the middle of the day.
But they actually have like matchmaking times. I just
Yeah.
don't remember what the actual time is. But it's nice because you do get a couple of medals, and then if you get in a group that wins, like that's better. But those are super hit and miss. I mean, as you see, I'm like 5 and 11.
So what are you? Sorry to ask you a noob question. What are you doing with these things that you're crafting and filling your inventory up with? Because I just basically crafted all these sapphire rings. Now they're sitting in my inventory.
So the ones that like the gray ones, the ones that didn't proc, you are going to do the deconstruct on them. So like if you do the deconstruct and then do quick select, it's gonna select all but the green ones.
Yeah. And then
And
these
then the green
guys,
ones,
those
I
are used for
craft
the next
try to
level.
get blueprints. Yeah. So if you go to crafting, you
Well, I could
might have
also
enough-
do this though. I could turn some of these on.
yeah, you could do that too to get a little bit of AP.
Yeah. Okay, so that aside, there should be like a, isn't there like a recipe thing that'll tell you what you can craft? Oh, that's it right there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now
So
I
you
know
can
what I
craft
mean.
that.
All right.
And if you walk into the blue one you can use for the crafts, and the green ones are just junk at this point.
Okay.
That's the only thing that I've never liked about Ion's crafting system is you have so much waste that you just deconstruct.
Right.
Like, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like there's just so much junk you do nothing with. But it's nice that you can actually like deconstruct it to at least get some materials on it.
Yeah.
On the this stuff, I made 31 off of that. Let's see.
Sorry if you can hear my son in the background. I'm getting a new microphone. This thing is not directional enough. It picks up everything in the room.
I have an 11-year-old man, trust me. I actually got a Yeti GX and it's like super directional, so I actually don't wear a headset. And it's super comfortable.
Man, I have this whole like setup and everything, but this thing is not actually whatever. I'm not gonna get in all this shit, but I had to buy another microphone. The microphone's great. It's only USB. It doesn't do this other stupid connection. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so what I'm doing on my medals right now though is I'm just saving my gold ones and my silver ones up. Probably stupid of me, but the platinum ones I've just been turning into gold ones just because
Yeah.
I'm trying to get gear.
Mm-hmm.
That and when I eventually get to where I have enough gear, I'm gonna be saving up gold to buy like armor pieces, and then at that point I'll just save my platinums. But I'm trying to go for like this level because like I can buy medals every week.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm high enough rank now. So in my trade shop, I can actually buy silver and
Mhm.
gold medals. It's not a lot, but it adds up. And then you can also craft and change your medals too.
Got him, man. I got him. You wanna see who I got?
So you can change golds into platinums, but there's a success chance and a great success chance. If you fail, you get compensation, which is cool.
You see my turkey?
And then you can also go backwards with them. So I could take all my gold medals and make them silver.
Okay.
I would do that just to like hurry up and get my silver
Get his skin.
armor pieces, but I want my Tribunus neck piece.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing you can do is craft them. So from doing PvE and failures and season quests, you can get these dropped and you can just like straight craft medals.
Yeah, I've got some of those actually. It
So
looks like
you can
it's
only
you need
craft
200 of those damn things.
Yeah. Well, you can chance it for 10. But you can only craft 20 of them a week. So that's what I've been doing with those. And then I've actually gotten to where I've been doing some of the world bosses too. So if you ever see like Abyss, like Siege or something, and they have forces, like they're just spamming the forces for people to join. Even when I was like your level, I've never gotten kicked from one. So I'd join it, and dude, I'd get like 80k AP, just like
Oh, nice.
I mean, yeah, leeching, right? But like,
But
I'm at
still, it's
least
something.
popping buffs and stuff, you know. Or like, I was there.
Yeah.
So like that actually helps. But see, like, dude, our Elios on my server suck so bad. Like, we don't have any of these. We're just so outnumbered because this server is like a month behind every other server, from what I found out. Because this server had the longest downtime. When they first had issues. It was like 2 weeks or a month behind. So I'm kind of hoping that that doesn't happen on global
Yeah.
release. And I'm not sure how I feel about the server changing. Like, even with the top, we only have one. So out of all 6 forts, we only have one.
That's not good.
Right. I mean, if we had like 3, I wouldn't, even if they were the top ones, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
So that's 150k AP that I can just be like, la-di-da, go get. I don't know how I feel about server changes though, just because TNL. I played Throne and Liberty pretty heavy. I was in a lot of the top PvP guilds over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ones that you have to do VODs and all that crap in. I was actually the kill squad lead too, so it's kind of nice. Anyways, over there you could change your servers, and what would end up happening is everybody would change servers to run away from people. So like you'd have like 2 comp of a match, and they'd run away from it. But I'm not
Yeah.
sure if that's. I think what's going to happen here is you'll just have too big of an accumulation of, say, like you remember Clarity as a legion, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so you'd have legions like Abyss Force and Clarity and all those guys all end up on the same server, and then you'd just have one server with a really, really hard Elios faction
Yeah.
that would get matched up with every server and eventually hit the comparable Asmodean server eventually. But that would be 1 out of N number of weeks.
Well, that's why I left Seal, because it was like we just steamroll everyone, and like Benny Lava was actually kind of a flash in the pan in the grand scheme of things, because they dissolved. But like when it first started, that's where That's where Riza. You know who Riza is, right? The assassin.
Mm,
That's where Riza came from.
Because I'm surrendering.
sounds familiar.
He was like max gear assassin, and he was also a very very skilled player. So he was like ultra famous from like an Ion perspective.
Guys, look, I surrendered. I'm in jail.
Kill me. I actually forgot to do these this weekend.
I'm in jail.
But see, like one thing that I'm working on now is my pet genius, because that's actually a lot of combat power too.
My friend's in jail.
Yeah, my buddy showed me about that stuff, and I don't know how you work on it, but I've pushed all the buttons to do it.
So I'm probably doing what they would tell you not to do, but I've already gotten mine to level 9. This one's level 10. So now I'm just saving up and I'm going to start rolling stuff to get what I want.
hmm
But like the rest of them, like max attack and endurance, I'm not going to let that one fall off. I'm going to keep that. So instead of it being like the 45 to roll, I'm just going to like roll it with whatever.
hmm
But I'm probably just going to save as many points as I can and try to just just get it done all in one go.
hmm
Like, same thing for this weapon damage boost. I won't take off, but these other two I'll probably take off
hmm
and just. So, like, I was trying to roll some decent stats just to get them to level 9. So it helped boost my stuff. Like this one, I have like weapon damage boost again.
hmm
I'm going to keep that. Because weapon damage boost is one of the best things you can do because it's not like a flat number; it's like a whole percent that you're actually increasing it. So,
Mhm.
smite, and weapon damage boost, I think, are like the two most desirable stats for damage.
Yeah, I
can
think you're
get.
right. You're right.
So like this one, I kept getting like attacks and stuff. So as I got closer, I just started locking everything and rolling.
Oh, shoot.
So I just I'm leaving everything hanging out here. I'm not going to make any progress for a while. But
Mhm.
if I had a bunch of legendaries here, it'd be nice. Because the heroics are not that great. Power shard damage bonus would be fine because I always have power shards on. But
hmm
I'll probably just go for the attacks, penetration. But all of them do something different. So like all this one's really just defenses.
Yeah, you'd really like Starboy. He's in here all the time. So now that you have this, if you ever log in and see Starboy in here,
Yeah.
anyways, as far as like question and strategy, he like has all that shit memorized, dude.
Yeah. Just to give you an idea of like how my arenas went, I've done them twice. This one was like a couple weeks ago, and then this one was like this last week. This guy basically just so like this one, I was running across the arena and he killed me before I even got to him. Or no, this one like he just two tapped me and then sat in the spawn for the next like 3 rounds. It was great. And like the participation award's not bad if you're just trying to get like the 3K abyss points,
Yeah.
but I'd rather just go kill mobs to get 3K abyss points. It'd be faster.
Well, it's way faster. That's one thing
Yeah.
that one of his other YouTubers was saying. He's like, don't even waste your time. It's like pointless unless you're already maxed out, like, or really like up there competing, like from like the perspective of I'm gonna hone in my PvP skills. Like if you need AP, don't go in there.
Yeah. The only thing this is good for is like the medals. So I only do the medals and then quit.
hmm
Like I'm not going to sit here and spam them until I get 3 victories either because I might be doing it for an hour.
Yeah.
And really another thing I need to do at this point is after I finish. So I'm trying to finish my stigmas. Because like this one I have at level 20. Which, when I start, it has a chance to reduce all my cooldowns by 1 second on critical hit for the whole duration. So that's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one plus 20% on status effects, plus 50% on multi-hit chance, like all that stuff. So like as you start leveling up your stigmas, you start getting like just a ton of extra combat power from it.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people, their combat powers gonna be really high because they're gonna have a few of these maxed out.
Yeah, that's why I've noticed they're all 20.
So like this one, I'm gonna get to 15, and then I'm probably gonna start working. Like I know I should take both of these to 20, but since it's 8 stigma shards per level, it's faster for me to get this one to like 10 or 15
Mm-hmm.
than it is to take this one from 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Actually, I can do that one right now to 15. And as far as maxing out AP, like I've been grinding, and this is like I've only got to 33% cap. So it's hard for like me and you to max out AP.
Yeah,
At
because
this
we're not
point.
we're just not there yet.
Oh.
To be fair,
Does
like,
worry
you're
about,
not
like,
you're not there. I'm
mm,
like not. This not even on our radar, bro.
Yeah, I was worried about spending too much on stigmas. Yeah, so that just gave me 2k combat power off of that one level.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Yeah. I think another thing I tried to do is with my skills, at least get them to level 12 so I could get the next level of like the minus 10 cooldown's great for this one. And I usually use this one as a mobility, so I put the range on it. Like I don't care if it's AoE or the stamina. I'd rather like go 10 more meters and use it more frequently. Because I usually use it as a skill, like a gap closer for people kiting
Mhm.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, if I could
But
get my judgment to 16, that would change my life because it's a 30-second cooldown and it removes the cooldown completely, and it's like literally bread and butter for Templar. But
yeah,
I
that's
literally
how
I have not rolled it yet. I need one, and it's so annoying that I cannot roll it.
when you craft your ring, you should be able to roll it.
Guys.
Oh,
The police are about to walk about.
yeah. Do you have it on your ring yet?
No,
So that's another thing
all
to
I
look
have
at
is on
too.
my skill tree. That's it, or the Divinium board, like literally.
Yeah.
And
So
I've
when you
rolled
enhance,
all this shit and I never get
another
it.
thing to look at is on your soul bindings. Go to sync and then come look at the skill itself on the percent. It'll tell you what you can roll.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, I've done that. Mm-hmm.
So when you get your PvP or PvE ring and you roll that on there, that's gonna be huge. Because like for me with overhead slam, it does just like a massive amount of damage, and I put the crit on hit, so I'm just like slamming crit every time on somebody.
So that's like basically the same thing for me. That's your bread and butter right there, right? That's your E.
Yeah. So like I'll leaping slam onto somebody and then mocking blade, so it just like CCs them, and it puts them into a point to where like I'll mocking blade to get close to them, and then or leaping slam and then mocking blade. And that puts them in a KD state to where I can just aerial snare them, and then usually I just like overhead slam like twice and they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
But if they potted or something, I can just gap close and then overhead slam. Actually, speaking of pots, I need to craft some of these. I don't even know if you can buy these off the marketplace.
What level of handicrafting do you think I need? Because I'm already at level 4. I'm like novice level 48. I don't know if that's normal or.
So for crafting, when you get to level 50, you'll
Mhm.
have to go talk to one of the proficiency guys at like your main starting base. It'll give you a regional quest.
See, I'm
Go talk
learning.
to
I'm
them.
learning.
Uh, Go talk to them. You'll craft something for them, turn it in, and then you'll have to level up your professional. So if you're wanting to craft,
But guys, you guys are
this is your level 86 ring.
my friends are
Mhm.
coming.
So if you're wanting to craft like this ring,
I already said something.
you'd have to get to level 35 on professional.
Okay.
Okay, from now on, I'm gonna be a good citizen.
But I'd also take a look. Those are cheap to craft. I think I went the cheap route. Because these would be nice to haves, but yeah, your rings are actually really cheap to craft. I think the main thing is just crafting these.
Yeah.
That might actually be one of my next upgrades. I'm not sure. Probably not though, because on my PVE set, like I have level 84 earrings and rings, which is fine, but I really need to like upgrade my armor pieces because I'm doing the damage. I just need like a little bit more survivability.
Mhm.
Really upgrading this chest would, well, I'm gonna roll that Dragon Lord chest, so that'll help. But like my helm sucks, pauldron suck. The gloves and boots are the two level 100 items I have, and those help because like I forgot what the exact difference is between this and level 84. But like, man, when I rolled this thing, it had 100 more attack on it, so I was basically getting like 20% more attack just off of having like the new weapon. That, and on top of that, I got another slot here, which while I might not have gotten more damage out of it, I upped my precision and accuracy, and also got another slot on the Mana Stone. Oh, and not to mention the PVE damage boost, but
I'm glad
and
you told me that thing about 50 because right now, literally, I hit 50 and I'm like quitting crafting. I got to go finish that whatever that quest is.
yeah, so I did that earlier too. Like, I went to when I started doing my armor smithing, I had just like a ton of leather, so I just started crafting like the thick leather or whatever it is. Like I had like 1,000 stack of it or whatever, and I just started it and I went for a run, and I came back after the run, like went for the run, rehydrated, showered, everything,
Yeah.
came back up, and it's still crafting away, and I was like, heck yeah! I looked down, it was level 50. I was like, oh man, I should have stopped it. Like I stopped it and then did the quest and then like kept it crafting, and I didn't quite get to where I needed to. But I crafted so many chest pieces it didn't matter anyways. Like I'm level 65 in armor smithing.
Yeah.
So I don't have too much further to go because I think the cap's 70 or 75. And just out of superstition, I'm gonna try to like cap it out before crafting that noble dragon chest, because if that thing does not craft, like if I fail that craft,
You gonna cry?
oh dude, yeah, man, that's
I'd cry.
it's gonna hurt. I'm actually gonna record it too, just so if it does fail, I can send it to my buddy and be like, "See, you're not the only idiot that crafted this thing and it failed." But anyways, well, man, it was good talking to you. I'll catch you later. I need to hop off and go to bed.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Hey, thanks for sharing all the knowledge.
Yeah, no problem, man. See ya.
I'll see you around.
What should I do? Wait, should I do something? You guys want to see something cool? Y'all ready for this? People might get mad at me if I jump off the heat plate. Woo! Wait, guys, should I make someone mad at me and then fight them? Oh, guys. Oh. Oh, I got a hit on him. Oh. Y'all ready for this? Take down. You want this? Do you want this? split the picture up and down.
Guys, I know this is boring, but I have to do this. I have to start leveling up my crafting. I need to be able to craft the rings I need. Anyways, that's what we're doing.